by PC Tutorials. It's Pravar. Today we'll learn about typecasting. It's a very interesting topic. I'm sure you will like it. So let's start. All the integral literals are treated as int in Java. I hope you remember integral literals. What are integral type of data types from the previous tutorials? So to remind you guys, integral data types are like int, long, short, byte, and char. So these five are the integral literals, integral data types, and all the integral literals are treated as int. We will prove this statement, and I'll explain you this statement using a simple program. Okay, so let's go. So I've created one class, typecast1, to make you guys understand this statement. All the integral literals are treated as int. Okay. So this class is having five methods. One is show method, which is taking parameter as int data type. The another one is taking as long. Another third one is taking as byte, and the fourth one is taking as short. The last method is the main method, which is the starting point of the program. So I'm calling this show method from the main. Okay, so let's go back to the statement. All the integral literals are treated as int. So integral data types, int, long, byte, short, char. And what are literals then? So literals are like when I'm calling this method, I am passing the argument as 10. Okay. Now I'm not specifying any data type or nothing while passing the argument. So this is a constant, or you can say a literal. Okay, so in Java, all the literals are treated as int data type. Okay, but in the some other technologies like C or C++, it was not the case. In Java, all the literals are treated as int only. So when I'm calling this show method, okay, so which show method will be called? Now, as you know, all the integral literals are treated as int in Java. So mark my words, only the integral literals, not the floating one. Like with if I write it as uh, some decimal here, so it's a floating literal, not a integral literal. So only the integral literals are treated as int in Java. So it's very easy to guess here. Like this integer method, the method which is having the int type of parameter is going to be called. So let's prove it. So in the console you can see it's printed as I am int. So this method is called. So let me tell you one more fact, that calculations are done in literals in Java, not as some data types. So let's see. Let's take byte variable like a of is equals to 10, byte b is equals to 20. Now let's do some basic calculations with these variables like a plus b maybe. So it's giving me a compilation error. Even if A and B are also the byte type, the C is also a byte type, even then it is giving me a compilation error. Why? Cannot convert from int to byte. So if you read this statement, like calculations, the calculations are done in literals. Literals, if these literals are integral type, then the calculation is done as int data type. Okay, because as I told you, all the integral literals are treated as int. So this calculation, this calculation will give you a result as a int type, not as a byte. So this is giving me a int, so that's why it's giving me a compilation error. Okay, so let me typecast it to byte. Now it's fine. So I have typecasted the int result into byte. So we'll see what is typecasting in detail now. Now we'll see what basically typecasting means. So it's a conversion of one data type to another data type. So basically there are two types of typecasting. So one is implicit typecasting and the another is explicit typecasting. So implicit typecasting is done by the programming language itself. Like here, if you take an example, like you are calling a show method with an argument as 10. So now this is a constant which will be treated as int by the technology. So it will find out the method which is taking int. But now if I comment this method, let's comment it. It's still not giving any compilation error. So which method is going to be called? Let's first run it. So I am long. So the method which is taking long is being called. So what's actually happening is it's saying as like if the int the method which is taking int is not present, then it is implicitly promoting this data type, promoting the constant data type, that is the int data type, to the long, that because the integer data type, the int data type was smaller, in the long data type is the parent, you can say the parent of int data type, which is the bigger data type. So it is promoting this 10 integer to the long data type. So it's basically a promotion. In implicit typecasting, mark my words, only the promotion is possible. If I comment this method also, then it's giving a compilation error because the method show in the typecast one is not applicable for the arguments int. So it's not demoting, like because only the byte and the short type methods are present, which are smaller data types than the int data type. So that's why it cannot demote this int data type to byte or short, because only the promotion is possible in the implicit typecasting. So why it is called implicit? Because technology is doing by itself. We are not mentioning it explicitly. Now if I mention it explicitly to remove this compilation error, if I convert this literal to byte type, then it will not give me an error. Let's run it. So now it's successfully ran, like I'm byte. So this byte method is called. Okay. So now if I comment this method also, what will happen? So it's not giving any compilation error because byte is a smaller data type and the short is the bigger one. Okay. So that's why it's doing the implicit promotion, implicit typecasting of this byte type of literal to short. So this short method is called successfully. Let's move on to another statement, like all the floating literals are treated as double in Java. So floating literals are like this 2.2. So all the decimal numbers are floating literals, which are treated as double data type. Okay. So if when I call this, when I run this program, I'm sure this method will be called. So let's run it. So this method is taking double, so this will be called, right? Now, if I comment this method, so what's gonna happen then? So it's giving me a compilation error because this is a double type data, right? Double data type. So the method which is present in the program is only the float type. The float type is a smaller data type than the double data type. And as I told you, in the implicit typecasting, only the promotion is possible, not the demotion. So this double data type cannot be converted to the float data type. So that's why it's giving me a compilation error. Now, if you want to remove this compilation error, you can simply mention that this data is of float type, then this method will be easily called. Now we will see the need of explicit typecasting. Okay, so in this program I have taken two variables a and b, and I have assigned a as 10 and b as 3. So now let's take float variable c and I'll do some basic division, like a divided by b. So as you know, these are integral literals. So the calculation would be done in integer type only. So a divided by b, that is 10 divided by 3, would give me 3, because the data after the decimal will be lost, because the calculation is done as integers only and not the floating one. Okay. So let's just print and see what it will print. So let's run it. It's giving me 3.0 because I'm assigning this integer result to the floating variable. So it's giving me 3.0. Now, because the data has been lost, so to solve this problem, typecasting concept came. So now I'll typecast this result into float so that data will not get lost. So now let's run it. So it's giving me 3.333. So as I told you about the implicit typecasting, that one data type can be converted to other by the technology itself as per the need. So we'll start with byte. So byte can be converted to short data type. So here the byte is a smaller data type and the short is the bigger one. So as I told you previously also, only the promotion is possible, not the demotion. So short cannot be converted into the byte implicitly, but byte can be converted to short. Likewise, short can be converted to int. One point here to be noted is byte can also be directly converted into int. So if you take character data type, char data type, that can also be converted into int. So try assigning a character variable like single quotes a to the integer variable and try printing it out in your program in Eclipse. So you will find it out what it prints. So int can be converted to long. So int can also be converted to other data types, but first priority will be the long data type. So int second priority is to be converted into float data type. So int's third priority will be double data type. So float can only be converted into the double data type. So long can be converted to float and it's the first priority of long is to be converted into float only. And long can also be converted into double, that is its second priority. So one point I'm again telling you is, so byte here can be converted directly into int and byte can also be converted into long directly. So if you follow this chart, wherever you will get the path that data type can be converted to directly that data type also. So likewise byte can also be converted into float, or byte can also be converted into double, or short can also be converted into double, but short can not converted into char. So if you have observed, long's first priority to be converted is into float data type, but the long data type is of size 8 bytes, but float is of 4 bytes. So will the data loss will happen here? So let's see, if the long is having data something like this, then float will store that same data like this. So my answer is no, the no data loss will happen, because in what happens in float is the mantissa part and the fractional part goes separately in float. But there is one thing, that float gives accurate results up to 6th place of decimal only. After that, precision can be lost, not the magnitude. So that's it for this topic, guys. Please share this video. If you have any comments or questions, please comment in the below section. And please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next tutorials.